have sinned against you. Oh Lord, I have been defiled. Please, Father, Lord, forgive me. Oh my God. Oh God, help me. Why me? Why me, Lord? Oh, Father, Lord, please, please grant me your grace. The grace I need. The grace I need to carry on, Father. Oh Lord, help me not to fall prey to this kind of temptation again. Oh Father, Lord, help me.
Yes, Mr. Ashton, I actually called you here to confirm that your wife is HIV positive. And with her present situation, it's a little bit delicate and we have to take a lot of precautions.
It can't be true, doctor. I mean, it can't be true. I mean, my wife and I, we have been faithful to each other. And besides, we do our HIV and AIDS tests every 3 months.
See, initially, I got the results myself, knowing who you are and your wife. But it was only after I did a confirmatory test that it came out to be positive again.
Positive? But how can that be? I mean, I was just tested HIV negative 2 months ago. How come that my wife is positive? How come?
No, it happens.
Now, listen, doctor. I hope you are not trying to insinuate that my wife has been cheating on me.
No, Mr. Ashwin, you are a learned person. And I guess you understand that HIV can be contracted many other ways apart from unprotected sexual intercourse. So your wife could have been a victim of circumstances. One can never tell.
Victim of circumstances, indeed.
The whole issue is very complicated now, especially as she's pregnant. And the best thing we can do is to look for a way out. That's exactly the reason I called you, Mr. Ashwin.
Anyway, doctor, what do you advise me to do now to be able to save the life of my wife and my baby?
Excellent. That is what I expected. First, you have to do a follow-up so she can take her antiretrovirus. We already placed her on that following her CD4 count. And you know, the next thing is she is already braving the situation. We need you to give her TLC, tender loving care, so that she can come out of the trauma and be able to bear the situation and sustain the child. We are going to do a follow-up to make sure that the baby is not infected.
Thank you very much, doctor.
You're welcome, my friend. I mean, what are friends for? I'm very happy for the courage that you.
I went to see the doctor.
And what did he tell you?
Well, he told me everything about your situation. I'm sure he had time to explain things to you.
Oh my God. Darling, so it's true. How and where would I have contracted this disease? I told our girl not to answer our prayers. Oh no!
Oh, come on, dear. Where is your faith? Of course, you know we love each other, don't you? Come on, dear.
Believe you me, God will surely create a way where there seems to be no way. Is that okay?
I went through your books today and I discovered some of you haven't really picked up based on what we discussed last time. So I just called all of you to sit here maybe to tell me your individual problems. Any subject, is it English, math, French, the problems you face, okay? So just tell me because the results were not really impressive at all.
Auntie Risha, today at school, Chai was insulting me, calling me an orphan.
Oh, don't worry, okay? You know, we all are orphans, no doubt. If anybody insults you, don't worry. Yes, let's accept it, we are orphans. It's not our fault. But what I want all of you to know is that you all have to be good boys and girls. As orphans, we have to possess some degree of responsibility. We have to make a difference, okay? Yes. So even if they call you those names, just prove to them that you are above them. By working hard in school, working at home, doing all your chores at the right time, obeying mother, sister, daddy, me. Anybody who is above you, you respect that person. That way, in fact, they will have no reason or you will not feel inferior.
Yes, so madam, where do you go for your antenatal clinic?
Dr. Chato's clinic.
Ah, Dr. Chato. Yeah, that's a good clinic. That's a good one. And just to find out, do you have information on other ways through which somebody can contract HIV apart from unprotected sexual intercourse?
Yes, doctor.
Good. I mean, this is just for records. Within the last 3 months, can you think of some possibilities where you got in contact with blood? I mean, direct contact with blood. It could have been through a needle that you were not sure was sterilized. It could have been through any cuts done by some of our traditional doctors. Or some other means, I mean, any possibility with direct blood contact which is not yours. Can you think of that?
Yes, doctor. I can remember. One day at the clinic, something happened, but I ignored it. I went to check my hemoglobin level.
Pascaline? Yes? Doctor wants to see you. Okay.
I am sure that nurse used the same pricker on the two of us.
What? God. My goodness. That could have been where your wife contracted the virus. In any case, she's already infected, and the most we can do now is for you to follow your prescription, and most importantly, please keep giving your wife enough support. You are a wonderful couple. I'm very sure everything will be fine. So I'm always at your disposal if you need me. Please don't hesitate to come around.
We are very grateful, doctor. Oh, Sister Rachel.
Oh, Mr. Asher.
What a pleasant surprise.
Really?
Actually, I was planning to come and see you one of these days. But thank God I finally met you. So where are you coming from?
Actually, I'm coming from Ademetas. I went there to sensitize the old people in that quarter. You see, these are parents to have to be aware of HIV and AIDS.
That's right, that's right. You see, Sister Rachel, last 6 months my wife was tested HIV positive. It was a serious problem. But thanks to your numerous sensitization campaigns, we could withstand the shock. Honestly, I must say, you are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
God will certainly bless you.
Amen. Your wife tested HIV positive.
Yes.
And what about you?
Well, I was tested HIV negative. At least I forget. Sister Rachel, my wife gave birth to a baby girl 2 days ago.
Oh, beautiful. That's nice.
Thank you. God has finally heard my prayers.
Thank God.
But there is a problem.
A problem?
Yes. You see, my wife has been asked not to breastfeed the baby.
Yeah, it's quite true.
Yeah, and she's even afraid of keeping the baby that she might eventually contaminate her. I don't just know what to do.
Well, Mr. Ashu, I will talk it over with my mother, and if she accepts, we will take care of the child.
Oh, that would be wonderful. We'll be so grateful.
It's alright. But you see, Mr. Ashu, you know, professionally, it's wrong to expose one's status to anybody just like that. I don't know if...
Actually, I discussed it with my wife, and we agreed that we should discuss it with you. I mean, that is the reason why I wanted to see you.
Okay, if that be the case.
Yeah,
it's alright, it's no problem. So, where are they?
They're still in the hospital. They'll be getting out of the hospital in 2 days.
For sure, I'll find time to come see them.
Oh, that will
Just
be fine.
extend my regards.
Okay, have a blessed day.
Same.
Okay, let me see your friend out.
Okay,
See
bye.
you.
Bye.
Rachel! Hi, Rachel! Good. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My dear, where are you coming from?
I'll go from the market.
Hey, girl, you look great. You can say that again. Ah, you know I always love Nyanga now.
Yeah. So where have you been?
Hey, you know, been up and about.
Good.
So what about you? I mean, what are you doing? Have you had anything doing?
My dear, I'm so busy at our center, and it really doesn't even give me the chance to look for anyone, especially now that we've transferred to a new location at Mendankwe.
Mendankwe.
Mendankwe, very far inside.
But you know, Rachel, the Rachel you used to be back in school would never sit and fold her arms. I want to be someone's servant or house help or so.
My dear, it's...
No, dear, I know. Please don't say I'm trying to cut you short. But you see, there are jobs out there, white-collar jobs, meant for brilliant ladies like you. It's better you join the morning trade because the evening trade might be too late for you. You are what?
I'm sure of what?
You are sure of what? Let me help you with the what. You see, look at this. These are requirements, Requirement for SR and Concours. I need you to come with me. In fact, don't even bother about anything. I'll pay for the photocopies. Because you start telling me about money issues, I'll pay for the photocopies. The two of us have to apply for this thing. Because people like you just make it like that without going through the back door. Meanwhile, somebody like me, I'll be looking for means through the garage door.
Rachel, it's so quiet here. Where are the children?
They are observing their siesta inside. You're welcome.
Yes. So, how was your day?
Very fine, mother.
Mine was so tiring.
Sure.
But thank God I'm back home. Let me get it.
Mother.
Yes.
There are some forms I want to present them to you.
Where did you get these forms, Rachel?
My old school friend gave them to me, mother.
Ah, okay. Which friend of yours? Mabel, for sure. Because I know she has been very close to you.
Yes, she's the one.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about it. I didn't know that the forms were already out. So you just go ahead, and I will give you all the support.
Thank you very much, Mother. But an HIV test result is supposed to be part of the document.
And what about that?
My pocket money is finished.
I just said I will give you all the support. I'll give you the money tomorrow.
Oh, thank you very much,
Let me go
Mother.
in and rest.
Thank you. Go and rest. How did it go?
It was alright. I mean, the counselor, she's nice. She doesn't have hands. Actually, she knows how to reach out.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe I'm so scared.
Look at me. What's there to be afraid of? It's going to be alright. All you need is courage. Come on, give me your bag.
Good morning. Please sit down. Thank you.
So, what are your names?
My name is Ban Rachel.
Oh, can you spell Ban for me? Rachel?
B-A-N.
Okay, thank you. So, are you doing it for the first time or have you done it before?
Yes, I've done it before.
Since when? And what were the results?
I did it 2 years ago and it was negative.
Okay. So, what do you know about HIV/AIDS?
Well, I know quite much about HIV/AIDS.
So at least you know how it is transmitted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If you do it to them, it's positive. Who will you tell? I mean, you have to tell someone, a friend or relative. Who will you discuss it with?
My dad.
Do you think you have any risky behaviors? Have you ever had unprotected sex with anyone? Or do you have so many sex partners?
Rachel. My dear Rachel, it looks like you were so frightening there. From the look on your face, I could tell, you know.
Mabel, I'm afraid. I don't have courage anymore. I don't know.
Rachel. If you of all people should be saying this, I wonder, you know you're supposed to be the one encouraging me instead now.
Mabel, you may not understand. This whole thing is making me...
Okay, my friend. Tell me. I mean, do you really suspect yourself of being HIV positive? If you of all people can be saying this and you're so discouraged about it all, then how much of the people you sensitize, eh? Look there. Look at where we are. You know, people are really watching us. I really need you to cheer up, to smile, okay?
If I go for my result tomorrow and I'm HIV positive, what am I going to do? I think I should look for Serge and ask about his status so that I can have the courage to go for my result. Yes, I must go now.
Lord, I
want to thank you for the gift of my beautiful child and my wife. Lord, you know the illness that has been following my wife, thereby preventing us from enjoying the beautiful gift which you have given to us. Lord, please heal my wife. You said in your own words, Lord, that your Son Jesus Christ died on the cross and took away our infirmities, and that by his stripes, Lord, we shall be healed. Let it be so, Lord, with my wife. Lord, please give me the opportunity to enjoy my child once more. Thank you, Lord, for answering my prayers. In Jesus' name, amen.
I really want to say congratulations. Madam, congratulations. Here you are.
Congratulations. What for, doctor?
Well, following the last 2 CD4 counters which we carried out on your wife, it indicates that she's improving tremendously and she's doing very fine.
Doctor, I mean, what exactly do you mean by CD4 counts?
Well, in simple terms, it's just to say that she's living very positive with HIV. She's very healthy. From the ARVs and the support, she can go on with a normal life.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my God. I'm so happy, doctor.
You know,
this is good news for us. So are you saying that she can now take care of her baby?
Of course. Very okay. She can go about her normal daily activities without any problem.
Yes, so grateful. Oh darling, this is good news for us.
Please just keep up. Just keep up. Take your ARVs and keep giving her the support so that she can maintain that high level of CD4 counters.
Thank you so much, doctor.
You're welcome.
We are so grateful.
You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We are so grateful.
Rachel, I've been looking for you for the past 30 minutes. Where have you been? Sister Rachel, you're crying. What's wrong? Have you told Mama you're having a headache? Alright, please just stay here. Let me rush and tell her.
Oh no, don't tell her, okay? I've already taken some drugs. I'll be alright.
Are you sure, Sister? Don't worry, I'll be fine. I just hope so. I'll be fine. Alright, have this nice piece, especially for you. You don't have to worry, and don't you be afraid. Joy comes in the morning. Troubled days don't last for long. Remember there's a friend who's Jesus, who's gonna wipe your tears away. And if your heart is broken, just lift your voice and sing. I know that I can make it. I know that I can stand. No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands. With Jesus I can make it. With Jesus I can stand. No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands. No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands.
Oh, sister, thank you very much. I'm now very, very happy. I'm glad to see you happy, sister
Rachel, I mean, what happened that day? You just left like that, even without saying a word.
Mabel, you may not understand. There's something I've been hiding from everybody, even you. But let me tell you, I can't hide it anymore. When Reverend came back the last time, he gave me an assignment. He asked me to go around.
Michelle, I think it is now time for you to start realizing your dreams. I now have this assignment for you, Michelle. You will go to all the colleges around and also the communities where you meet the youth, boys and girls of your age, and the old. You sensitize them. I'm very confident, Michelle, you are capable of handling this assignment.
Sure, Dad.
And of course, you need to be courageous too. And each time you make a move, you pray. Remember what I taught you, prayer can do wonders. You pray and the Lord God will guide you through. I will be out in the USA for about 9 months, and by the time I come back, if you prove to me you could handle things, I will give you another challenging assignment. This time in the United States.
Dad, you don't mean it.
I mean it.
Oh my
You know
God.
you're my everything. Come on, Rachel, please.
The aim of my sensitization in this particular school today is to enable the youth, particularly the girls, understand the dangers involved in CGS. Have you ever heard about CGS? No. Don't worry. CGS stands for cross-generational sex. Cross-generational sex explains the relationship a girl has with a man who is at least 10 years older than her. And equally, the relationship a boy has with a woman who is at least 10 years older than him. Do you get it? Good. Now, there are certain names we give to these people involved. For instance, Mboma, the girl we call Yoyet, the man we call Sponsor, Mugu 1, Mugu 2, you know, those names. But we usually shout out these names without knowing the consequences. Now, before we look at the consequences of CGS, let's first of all look at the factors that motivate the youth, particularly the girls, to get involved in this kind of relationship. What do you think can be the very first factor that motivates the youth or our young girls to get involved in this kind of relationship? Yes, my dear.
Material needs.
Yeah, for my research in the year 2006-2007, I came out with the following factors: the desire to impress our peers, school fees and rent, influence from the internet and movies, access to employment. Now that we have known the factors that motivate the youth to do this kind of thing, we should now look at the consequences involved in this kind of relationship. I said particularly the girls, because the girls are more exposed to this kind of thing. So that's why I'm always emphasizing the girls. Now, the girl will be worried by the age of the partner. She's not confident, she's not bold enough to introduce the partner to a fellow friend. She's psychologically tormented, and most of these men are married with children. They don't have only you. They have girls spotted here and there. And these men will hardly go by the condom because they pay for your services rendered. And what happens? Pregnancy ensues, HIV, AIDS, STIs, and so on. Alright. It was good. And I want to thank all of you for your patience and cooperation. But before we go, I want all of us to shout at the top of our voices. No to sugar daddies and no to sugar mummies. Let's go. No to sugar daddies and no to sugar mummies.
I enjoy your lectures in there. I believe you will change the lives of the students.
The lives of the students. And what about yours? You are not exempted. You see, I'm not only out for students, I'm out for anybody who can listen and understand. By the way, you didn't introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Serge.
Richard. Ban Richard.
Please, can I ask you a favor?
And what's that?
I really like what you're doing. You see, I think I would like to join you in the whole of your sensitization program.
Well,
please, we don't say no.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Let me see you over the gate. Michelle, do you know you're one of the most beautiful girls I ever met in my life?
Stop it. Just stop it, Serge. You think I don't know where you're driving to? Anyway, thanks for the compliment.
Chai, Michelle. Why being too stern for just a simple compliment? Are we not friends?
Yes, Serge. Simple for now, that's what you will say. Anyway, let's change this topic. Let's talk about things that will benefit our society. Things that will help us grow, Please.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you're talking about your next sensitization program. You said you're going to see. So, how far?
Well, let me just check my program for tomorrow. Okay, I have to meet the students of PCHS tomorrow.
We have to. I'm not you.
Are you sure you really want to do this thing with me?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. One thing is clear. Guys dressed in this kind of manner don't hang around me. Clear?
If you want it that way.
Okay. So, where do you live so that I can pick you up tomorrow and we begin? Good afternoon, dear students, and welcome to yet another sensitization program. I'm glad to see all of you alive and healthy. I'm pretty sure you are practicing shaping your lives based on the last sensitization. Today, we'll just have some questions to ask and get your opinion and maybe elaborate on them. But I won't be working alone. Here with me, I have a colleague. His name is Serge, popularly called TJ. Now, the very first question. what will you do if you discover you're HIV positive? Last girl on scholar.
Well, in my opinion, I will tell my family relations so that they can assist me.
Thank you very much. The second question. What will you do if you discover your girlfriend or boyfriend is HIV positive and you are negative? The whole class. Yeah. I love somebody very much. I think I like this guy.
I'll immediately jump her up and look for another girlfriend.
Sorry, we all don't have to lie. That's his own opinion. So, who has some other thing to say?
Well, miss, as for me, I will advise my girlfriend to go in for antiretroviral drugs.
Can one contract HIV/AIDS through saliva exchange?
Yeah, I don't think it is possible since the HIV virus only survives in blood.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Now, we've come to the end of this program. I want to thank you very much for your cooperation. Stay blessed and see you next time. Bye.
This outfit, even though your trousers is still hanging.
Thank you. Rachel, from this experience in the school, it proves you're a strong girl. I admire that.
Thanks very much. I'm used to the job, you know. I've always done it that way, and
so let's stop somewhere and quench our thirst before we start talking about our future project.
Serge, I hardly stay out this late and my kids must really be missing me now.
Rachel, why are you always turning down my proposals?
It's not like that, Serge. It's just that I'm not used to bars and...
Just a bottle will cost you no harm.
Okay, fine. I accept. But let's be fast about it. I really have to go home.
Sure. But see, ever since, no success. But this time around, no failure. She won't go free. Understand? Just have to complete our Rachel, I know you're not used to places like this, understand? But please, just feel comfortable. You know, it's necessary sometimes.
It's alright.
Good. I have an idea. Let's look at a forum like 11 February.
Serge?
You can sensitize many schools at a time.
Serge, let's go now. I think it's enough for the day.
No, do something. Just finish your drink. We cannot waste this thing. Finish it and next time we'll go.
Okay. It's really enough. Let's go.
Okay, no problem. Just no. Let me settle the base. I'll be back.
Lord, the children are so worried. comfort them. Lead Rachel safely back to us, O Lord. Guide her steps, let her come back to us. We are worried, Lord, but we know you are going to calm us and bring her back to us. We ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Okay, children, you are going to eat, okay? Leighton, bring their food.
Just finish your drink.
God! Oh no, this is not true! Oh my God, what has happened to me? Oh mother, I am dead!
Children, what's happening? You are not eating your food?
Mother, we are waiting for Auntie Rachel.
Oh, my daughter. She's going to come. Please, you people should eat. Eat, okay? Auntie Rachel is going to come. Eat, my children. Come on. Bon appetit. Eat, please, okay?
Please, people should eat your food. You heard what mother said. Auntie Rachel will come back very soon. Oh my God. Please, eat. Take the food tray. People should take your food, please.
Auntie Rachel!
Sister Rachel! Oh, Sister Rachel! Oh my God! You're back at last! Auntie Rachel!
Rachel! My daughter, welcome. Welcome back. Come into my arms. Welcome. I'm happy you're back. What happened? I'm happy you are back. What happened? Why did you come back so late?
I'm sorry, Mother. I worked in 3 different schools today and I finished very late. It was already too late and no taxi accepted to come up this way. I decided to use a shortcut I know. I started trekking, so when I got tired, I decided to rest on the grass. When I got up, it was very, very dark and I had no flashlight. I just managed to find my way up.
Okay. I'm glad you are back. Thank God you are safe. Next time, don't overdo it.
Mabel, I lied to Mother.
I've never been a liar.
Rachel. Oh my God, what a story. But my dear, look, raping does not mean contamination. Please, you have to let go. Please, let's go and get your results, okay?
You may not still understand. I went the other day to see this guy in order to have some courage to go for my result. But I was shocked. I was told this guy is a flirt.
Mabel, I can't hold it anymore.
But as for Serge, God will reward him.
And my dear, what about the results? What about your results?
Mabel, I can do without the result. Let the result wait. I can't go for it.
Okay, my dear. Let's forget about this for now, okay? You've cried too much. Now wipe your tears, okay? Wipe them. You know what I want you to do? Let's go to your room so you can have some rest, okay? Please, let's just... Oh my God, you know, I can only believe that boys, they can be like this. But you know what? Just forget, okay? I want you to lie down and rest. Hmm?
Please, go get me a glass of water.
Glass of water, cold or hot?
Cold.
I'll be right back.
Hello there. I'm very fine. Good to hear from you again. So how are you? We are all doing fine. Mother, the kids, everybody's just fine. Okay, yes, I know. Yes, when I get there, I'll get the rest. Hope when you're coming, you bring us nice things, you know, those things now. Thank you very much. Okay, Dad. Bye. Alright. To deposit documents at the US Embassy, an HIV test result is needed. Where do I start? Do I fake the results? This is a big trap, a very big trap.
Facing an interview at the American Embassy is not easy task. So you really have to be careful. But I know you'll make it.
It's okay. But I'm not going to the embassy. I'm still going to inquire my documents.
Alright, let me see you. Hey children, won't you say goodbye to Auntie Rachel?
My dear children, I'll miss you all, but I'm coming back, okay? See you.
Rachel, remember, no matter what happens, I'll always be by your side.
I know, little sister. Thank you very much.
Alright, just have this special piece. You know, I like to sing this nice song.
Yes, you love singing. Go ahead.
Alright. I'll be with you till the very end of time, and forever be your sister. I'll understand, and I'll hold you by my side. Oh, I'll be right there, just to show you how I care, and forever be your sister. I'll be with you till the very end of time. Rachel, till the very end of time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so happy. So let me go now.
All right.
I'll see you when I come back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So, what are your names?
Ban Rachel.
Rachel. Are you not one of those I counseled at Miss Clinic some time ago? Yes, you are the one. And you are the only one who did not come back for her results. Rachel, you of all people will be the one to behave like an illiterate. You might consider to be the best person I counseled in that clinic, Rachel. Why? Why did you behave like that?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You're not serious. What did you tell your parents? And what about the exams you were going to register? Oh, your intentions were to finish spreading and distributing the virus all over town. Oh God! Rachel, please get up. What's this? Oh, please get up. Oh my God! Oh my God! Hello? Yes, hello, ambulance. Yes, I need an ambulance. Hello? Yes. Yes, this is Mother Anne. Who? Richard? Where? Okay. I will be there. I Hello? Hello? Reverend? Reverend? Yes, this is Mother Ann. Reverend? Rochelle is no more. I just put her in the mortuary 45 minutes ago, Reverend. Rochelle is no more. What? I had Mother call Daddy telling Daddy Rachel is no more. Oh God,
Jesus Christ. Rochelle was well educated to have died of HIV/AIDS. Not my Rochelle. God. Not my Rochelle. Not my Rochelle.
Daddy.
What? Blood of Jesus. Rochelle.
Please don't run away from me. I've not come to hurt you, but to confess before I finally depart. Dad, I was raped in the course of my assignment. I looked at it to be an abomination for a chosen one like me to be HIV positive. Thus, I kept it to myself. I suffered in pains all alone. I did an HIV test, but did not collect my results because of fear. So when you asked me to deposit my documents at the US Embassy, an HIV test result was supposed to be part of those documents. I went for the test again, but because of fear and lack of self-trust, I found myself in a new world, Dad. Dad, I'm so sorry. I didn't die of HIV/AIDS.
Rochelle, please, Rochelle, please. Your children, they need you.
No, Dad. I'm fine in my new world. Little is a chosen one. Train her. The children will love her too. I must go now, Dad. My time is up. I miss you all.
Rochelle! My God, blood of Jesus!
It's okay.
Good morning, woman. What can I do for you?
Actually, Reverend, I'm here to see Reverend Cosmos.
Speaking.
Reverend, your daughter Rachel died in my hands.
Cynthia, please take this Bible to the car. Tell me.
I was the HIV counselor who handled her case. She entered my office that morning and was really surprised to see me. And
I feel very responsible for her death because I believe it might have been my wrong approach that made her to misconceive what I was about to say about her results. She was not HIV positive, Reverend, and I'm begging for your forgiveness. Please.
Jesus Christ. But how could you have done such a thing?
Reverend, please. I'm really sorry. I don't even know how it all happened. I'm quite sorry, Reverend. Please forgive me. Reverend, I'm sorry.
You are forgiven. As you can see, I was on my way to the mortuary before you came.
Please, do you mind if I can move you? I really like to attend my burial.
You can come.
Thank you.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. I really lack words. Rachel was a very, very nice person. A young and ambitious girl. Always willing to put a smile on the faces of desperate people. She was quite receptive, quite helpful. Rachel, little favor say I should say bye. We love you, Rachel. But God loves you most.
Brethren, here we are, gathered here today at Rachel's grave to wish her final farewell. It is sad to believe Richard should have left us here unceremoniously. 21 years ago, Rachel was brought to me by somebody who claimed he picked her from the gutter. It was by the grace of God that Rachel survived with her last breath. At this time, Rachel was 7 months old. She became part of us. Brethren, I watched Rachel grow to a beautiful, intelligent, and loving girl. I decided she would have to sensitize the public, the youth, the adults, the nation in general. In fact, brethren, Rachel's capabilities could not be measured. I was to reveal Rachel's true identity on her 25th birthday. It is sad to know that she died without knowing her true origin. There is a rumor in town that Rachel died of HIV/AIDS. It was bad counseling and lack of self-trust that brought Rachel to a grave off with me. Her last test result of the HIV/AIDS, it is negative. It was brought to me by a woman a few minutes ago. Rachel, I believe it is the will of God that may your gentle, loving soul rest in peace. Bring forth the spirit. The spirit. Rachel, you are dust. Turn unto dust. You shall return. We love you, Rachel. May God love you. Farewell.
We'll be with you till the very end of time, and forever be your sisters. We'll understand, and we hold you by our side. Oh, we'll be right there, just to show you how we care, and forever be your brothers. We'll be with you till the very end of time. We'll be with you till the very end of time, and forever be your sisters. We'll understand, and we hold you by our side. Oh, we'll be right there.
Rachel! You have been sleeping for so long. And you have not even taken lunch. Mr. and Mrs. Ashwood are here with some good news for you. See, get up, clean up your face, and you join us in the sitting room.
Okay, Mother. I'll be there in a short while.
We are waiting.
So I'm alive. God, this is too good to be true. No, I must go for my result. God has given me another chance. I can't miss it this time. No.
My wife and I, we are very happy. We are very happy. How are you?
Yes, so Rachel, as I was telling you, Mr. and Mrs. Ashwood came here with good news. You know, Madam's CD4 count has really improved.
Oh, Mrs. Ashwood, I'm really glad to hear that.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rachel. You see, Rachel, honestly, on behalf of my family, I want to thank you so much for the favor you have rendered my family. Believe me, Rachel, God is going to bless you.
Amen. Rachel,
yes,
from every indication, Madam is now fit and okay to take care of her daughter. So, the big favor they are asking is to give the baby favor to take home.
Rachel, we truly know how you feel right now, but the truth is that we love to take baby favor home.
That's right.
Well, it's alright. It's alright.
Bring in baby favor.
Okay, Mother.
Yeah, it will be okay. It will be okay.
Come on, girl.
Cuckoo. Welcome. So, can we offer a word of prayer before baby leaves? God, our Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for today. We want to thank you for this couple, Mr. and Mrs. Ashwood, and especially for the marvelous and wondrous things you are doing for Mrs. Ashwood's health. Lord, we want to pray that as they take baby favor, they should continue to take good care of her as well. I'm coming.
Oh, Rachel! Please come this way. We no longer use that area.
Alright.
Oh my dear, you look so nice this morning.
Thank you.
So what's the big thing now?
Mabel, I've made up my mind. I want to go for my result. I can't be preaching virtue and practicing vice.
Now you're talking, my dear. In that case, in fact, I cannot wait. I want to be the first to know the result now. Let's go. I just need to change it. It will not take much time.
Oh, Mabel, I'm now free. At last, I'm actually naked.
Let me see now. Let me see.
Naked.
I told you it was one day.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for us. Let's go. Let's celebrate.
Hey, let's go.
You know what it is.
Just imagine what